Do you know any good jokes?
I do.
Some safe ones to say on camera?
Yeah, of course.
Yoga related?
No.
Oh, it's a shame. Can you think of one? All right, next time. All right. Hey guys, I'm Dan. This is Giuliana. She'll be joining me today. And what we have for you for this next 30 minutes of your life is going to be a beautiful class to wake up to in the morning or to settle yourself down before sleep. So we'll open up through the joints. We'll create a little bit of heat through the abdomen, some heat through the shoulders and upper body so you can have a nice tall seat because you'll need it for the meditation and the pranayama that we do at the end of class. It's an all levels class. You can use and benefit from a blanket that you can sit on, and you'll need a block or a book of some sort or something that looks or resembles a block, just like Savannah White pointed out here. So let's get started and let's have some fun. All right, so we're going to get started in a comfortable position with the legs out, the hands back behind you, just chilling out. This is going to be your base position for the first half of class. And working into the joints here with class today. So we're going to start right with the feet, right with the ankles. So just extending with the exhale, the toes towards the side of the room, and with the inhale, bring them back in. And just starting really slowly with your breath. Extending as far as feels good, drawing the toes in with those inhales as much as is possible. Let's do a couple more times with the pace of your breath. Perfect. Nice. And now that the breath is established, maybe going a little bit quicker with these rotations. So keep the same pace of breath, that same rhythm, that same rhythmic breath, but moving with ankles, bring some life into them. Again, this is going to be a really nice thing to do in the early morning or in the evening before bed too. Okay. And next time the toes are pointing towards the front of the mat, let's start rotating the ankles in one direction. Does not matter which direction. You can pick your favorite of the two sides. Good. And now if you're practicing in silence, maybe you're hearing a whole percussion section right now. I know my ankles get those. Perfect. Next time the toes are reaching forward, let's switch directions. So if you are hearing the snaps, the crackles, and the pops, that might be indicative of high vata in your system. And so that's something that future videos will address and future workshops here at the studio too. Good. If you have smooth, quiet rotations, then bless your kapha. Good. Next time the toes are facing forward, let them relax. And then draw both knees in towards the chest, plant the feet down, and take both hands right behind the knees. Good. From here, relax the torso back. Use the strength of the arms to support you. And then with this straight spine, keep that straight spine. Take both hands behind the back of the right thigh. Extend the right leg towards the front of the room. And then bring it back down. You're just going to move back and forth here. If you want to go at the pace of your breath, you could exhale to lift, inhale to lower. If you want to go quicker than that, then go quicker. If you want to go slower, go slower. You should start to feel a little bit of heat in the thigh, especially after you do this about 6, 7, 8 times. And Giuliana here will repeat a few more times. Yeah, I know. It's surprisingly challenging. You see it right there. Good. One more time. One more full rotation here. Good. Next time the knee is bent, we're going to use the same leg to draw some circles with the foot into the sky in front of you. So rotating through the knee exactly. I really like to think about having a paintbrush between your toes right now and drawing some really perfect ellipses. Nice. And let's rotate the other way. Good. So getting into the knee, getting into the hip. Should feel really nice. And a little bit of heat should be created too. So you want a little bit of heat in the body. You want to wake it up. You want to get circulation. But for the sake of class today, we're not going to build too much. All right, let's lower the leg on down, and let's switch hands to the other thigh. Once again, same thing as before, lifting the shin up, lifting the leg on up, and then bringing it back to a bend, bring it back to the ground, moving at the pace of your breath or whatever pace feels good for you. Nice. And we'll do some pranayama later, some breathing techniques. We'll do some meditation. We'll really craft the breath then. So however you're breathing now is fine. If you want to exhale at the mouth, that's fine. If you want to go in and out through the nose, that's great too. Nice. Next time the knee is bent, let it stay there. And let's start those circles again on this side. Good. You know, there's those YouTube videos of elephants painting or of monkeys painting. I feel like this is our human version. You know, toe pantomime painting. Nice. Let's rotate the other way. Good. Trying to get a nice big circle. So bending at that knee too as you rotate. There we go. One or two more times. And then planting the foot back down, once again taking a hand behind each knee, behind each thigh. And this next pose is going to look exactly like boat pose, because it is a variation of boat pose. So with the next exhale, lift both shins towards the front of the mat. And with the inhale, bring them back on down. Moving at the pace of your breath and straightening the legs as much as feels comfortable here. Now, you can make this a little bit easier, and this is perfectly fine. You're not cheating if you extend the back towards the mat and you straighten the arms. There we go. And then moving with the pace of the breath again. About 4 or 5 more times. Again, creating some of that heat. When we do sit, we want that heat through the core. We want that heat through the low back so we can have a tall, comfortable seat. Beautiful. A few more times here. We'll have a core-based class coming out pretty soon too, and so there might be some boats in there. One last one. Nice. And then next, let's do one more half one. Extend the legs towards straight, and then plant them back down onto the ground. So straight legs, toes towards the front of the mat. Exactly. Nice. Let's draw the right knee into the chest and draw the knee over to the side like you're taking Janu Shirshasana here. Take the right hand directly underneath the right knee, and then just begin to lift it up and lower it back on down. So the idea here is not to get an actual hip stretch, but you're just oiling up, you're just supporting that right hip. So be loose with it, be easy with it, and use the strength of the hand, not so much of the hip here. Now, if you have really loose hips, you can go at a bit of a quicker pace, a quicker clip here, or you can go nice and slow. Nice. 1 or 2 more times. Perfect. Make sure you're still breathing. And next time the knee is lifted, bring it all the way up. And then extend it towards the front of the mat. And let's switch sides. So exhaling, taking the left knee in and out to the side. And then grabbing underneath the left knee with the left hand, lifting and lowering. Great. And again, being soft with that left hip, trying not to hold too much pressure there, trying to be nice and easy, encouraging as little tension as possible. Great. About 2, 3 more times. And one more. Next time the knee is bent, let it stay there and draw the right foot in, taking cobbler's pose here. Now, a bit of a different variation of cobbler's pose. Let's take both hands underneath both knees like we had in these poses before, and we're going to do the same thing that we did both knees. So raising and lowering them. And just, again, being soft here. If you start to feel a big stretch, or if you start to feel really any stretch in the hips, that's as far as you want to go. And you'll start to notice that by having a bit of a mix in your practice of these really joint supportive exercises and these nice big stretches, you'll start to gain a full flexibility. You'll start to gain a very functional flexibility. And a couple more times here. Again, nice and easy, lowering and lifting, lowering and lifting. Good. And next time the knees are lowered, finding a cross-legged seat, and then Giuliana here is going to face the camera so you can see what's going on. Now, it might feel really nice for you to actually take a blanket right underneath the sit bones. That's going to raise the hips up. It's going to let the pelvis tilt forward and let you sit with a tall spine. That's a nice painless way to sit. Good. Let's rotate through the hips, through the ankles, through the shoulders, through the neck. So we're going to start here taking the right hand top the right knee, the left hand top the left knee, sitting back towards your sacrum with the exhale, and then with the inhale, revolving the hips to the right and forward. So coming into these nice big rotations around the hips here. Now this is a really nice move to let your eyes close, to just really feel your way, grooving, moving, feeling comfortable, feeling nice here. If you want to add a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a bend, or if there's anything that your body is naturally calling for, really deliver it. Nice, a few more times. From sitting a lot, our hips tend to develop a lot of stiffness and stagnancy. This is a great way to open them on up. It's a great way to start to massage, to open, to lubricate, to heat up our low back. And even over time, you'll notice the ripples moving through your thoracic spine, your middle back, and even gently up into your cervical spine around your neck. And so getting the whole spine involved, awakening the spine here. Let's go about 1 or 2 more times on this side. And next time you're sitting at your backmost position, let yourself switch directions. This time inhaling left and forward, exhaling right and back. Nice. And then we'll do these last 6, 7 rotations or so in silence. Allow yourself to enjoy, allow yourself to just feel it out. Let it be your own. About 1 or 2 more. And when the next inhale comes, find that tall seat. Let the eyes remain closed for a moment. And notice how the back is feeling. Notice how the hips are feeling. Notice the sense of life that you have, the sense of vitality. That's what we want to accomplish with our yoga. If our yoga ever becomes depleting, then it's starting to get into the question of, why am I practicing? You want to nourish you. All right, let's bring some more energy into our elbows, into our wrists as well. So you're going to take your left hand on top of your left shoulder, your right hand on top of your right shoulder. Elbows are going to face the front of the room here. And just like you're ready to accept a low 5, with your exhales, you're going to reach your hands forward. And then with the inhales, you're going to bring them back on in, like you're saying, too slow. And just moving at the pace of your breath here to get started. And then as you get comfortable with this motion, if you want to go a little bit quicker, or if you want to go slower, again, be my guest. Just keep that same rhythm with your breath. Nice. 1 or 2 more times. Beautiful. Last one. Good. Next time the hands are at the shoulders, let them stay there. This time draw the elbows out wide. So the elbows are reaching to the left and right. And let's draw some big circles with the elbows. Does not matter at all which direction you're moving in here. And now with the shoulders, make sure that it feels good. So there's going to be some warmth created without a doubt. But if you feel restriction, if you feel a sense of bone rubbing against bone, if you feel a sense of discomfort, then go a little bit less. In time, you'll have more and more mobility. Next time the elbows are at their lowest, most position, switch directions. Good. This is a really great pose for improving your ability of doing the chicken dance. It helps out tremendously there. Let's go a few more times. Nice. Next time the elbows are reaching down, let them stay down. Release the hands down, shoulder blades slide down the back. Let the hands rest on the thighs. Again, take a moment or two. Notice what's happening in the shoulders. It's nice to take some time after a few techniques. Notice what you've done. Notice what the poses have accomplished. That way you can get an intuitive knowledge of the poses. You can become your own teacher, your own doctor in a way. Nice. Let's open up through the wrists a little bit. So take the hands together in front of you. Bring the elbows together so the hands will be around chin level. Interlace the fingers here. And let's start to make some figure eights with the hands. Good. Going at whatever pace feels good. When you get used to this pose, you'll find yourself going pretty quickly. In the beginning, it might be a very slow, gentle, prodding pace. And we're going to have some fun by switching directions. And that was really impressive right there. Giuliana here just had a very smooth transition. At home, if you're struggling, that's completely natural. Happens to all of us, except her, apparently. Yeah. No, we shook her off that time. All right, let's release the hands. Take the hands forward like you're Frankenstein. And then let's take the palms on down like you're showing your manicure. And then, yeah, exactly. And let's take the hands forward like you're saying stop. And we're just going to go back and forth a few times. Perfect. About 2, 3 more times. And let's bring the hands back on down. And let's get into the neck, and we'll get into the side body. So everything that you do through the neck, be very, very gentle. The neck is very delicate, and a lot of the movements that we do with the neck can be damaging if we're not doing them mindfully. So again, know your limitations, honor your body here. So the next exhale, you're going to twist your neck so then the chin will be looking over the left shoulder. So you'll be looking towards the left of the room. And with the inhale, you're going to come back to center. Exhale over towards the right and just moving back and forth. And as you rotate in this way, as you're moving through this, keep trying to reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. So what that's going to do is it's going to engage the muscles around your cervical spine. It's going to help gently compress around the bones there. And so you have a little bit more space, a little bit more safety, a little bit more support as you twist back and forth. So do not slink into the neck, extend the neck. A little bit more here. Lovely. And after the next time you look over that right shoulder, stay back in center. This time with the next exhale, the left ear is going to come towards the left shoulder very gently. As you inhale, you're going to pick it back on up. Exhale to the other side. Again, it does not matter how far you go. Let's go at the pace of your breath. Every inhale to center, every exhale to one side or the other. Good. Same idea here, especially pretty much anytime we do anything with the neck. Keep trying to reach the crown of the head tall. A gentle engagement around the muscles of the neck here. No jerking motion here. So there might be a tendency to just have that quick impulsive lift of the head with those inhales. The head weighs like a bowling ball. And so when you're extending the head to one side or the other, the muscles really have to draw on a lot of strength there. And so if you're using an impulsive lift, then you have to compensate for that impulse. So nice, smooth lift, nice, smooth motions. One more time on each side here. Good. Next time the chin is parallel to the ground, let it stay there. And last thing that we'll do through the neck is as you exhale, lower the chin down towards the chest. And as you inhale, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Do not go to the point where you start to create wrinkles in the back of your neck, and moving at the pace of your breath. So after you've had a really good yoga class and someone asks, do you like yoga? This is how you're going to respond to them. A very slow head nod, yes. I feel like this is going on our theme of a Frankenstein class. Okay, a few more times here. If you start to feel any compression as you lift the head on up, if you start to feel a little bit dizzy or lightheaded, then smaller movements. There's some really vital arteries running along the back of the neck. And so if you lift the head up too much and you cinch them off, you can get lightheaded, you could get some numbness, or you can pass out. So let's not do that, okay, guys? Perfect. Let's do one more time here. And next time the chin is parallel to the ground, let's stay there. Lovely. And now let's do one more thing, creating a little bit more heat in the torso, and then we'll get into our meditation. So grab a block. If you don't have a block, you could grab a book about the size of the block. Like your hardcover Harry Potter is perfect right there. Let's take the hands straight forward. Plug the shoulders gently on back, and now press the block like it was a giant orange and you're trying to juice it. Nice. With the next exhale, lift the hands up and overhead. And with the inhale, bring it back to that first position. And we'll go back and forth a few times here. Nice. Keep a gentle press of that block. Engage around the chest, engage around the arms. Keep the torso nice and tall. This is absolutely perfect right there. Nice. One more full time here. Okay. And the next time the hands are up and over the head, keep them there. With the next exhale, twist your torso towards your left. When the inhale comes, back to center. And on the exhale to the other side. Keep engaging around the block, moving with the pace of your breath. Every inhale to center, every exhale to one side or the other. Keep lifting the block towards the ceiling with the shoulders relaxing down. Keep pressing the block. This is going to help encourage a tall spine. It's going to help encourage a gentle engagement around the abdomen. Nice. Let's go one more time on each side here. Lovely. And after next time you come back to center, put the block away. You can just throw it wherever you want to. You won't need it anymore. And let's take the hands up and overhead. Keep the right hand reaching as tall as you can as the left hand comes down to the mat right beside you. And now let's lean towards the left here. Good. So now from here, keep this right arm reaching up and over. Find this nice side body stretch there. Try to keep the shoulder away from the ear without compressing through that left side too much. And now breathe actively through the right ribs. Expand the right ribs with the breath. Good. About 3 more breaths here, leaning on this side. Next, inhale, come back to center. Reach both hands actively on up. And then the exhale, take the right hand down, left hand up and overhead. There we are, side bending towards the right side here. Again, same idea, open through that left side body. Keep that left hip rooted down into the ground. Keep that left sit bone rooted on down. Feel that stretch through the entire side body, even through the arm, maybe even working that left arm back in space a little bit, opening through the shoulder as well. About 1 or 2 more breaths, a little bit more. Next, inhale back to center. Hands lift one last time here. Encourage a tall spine. And with the exhale, keep the head where it is, but relax the hands down to the lap. Palms down to ground, palms up to receive, your choice. We're going to get into a little bit of pranayama and a short meditation. So we're going to come into what's called nadi shona, the channel purifying breath or alternate nostril breathing. So taking the right hand out to get started into Vishnu Mudra, so it's going to be the pointer and middle finger in towards the base of the hand. Take the hand right in front of the nose. Keep the crown head reaching. If your eyes were open, you'll be looking straight forward here. Let's breathe in through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril with the thumb as you gently exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close off the left with the ring finger. Open the thumb out through the right. In through the right. Close off the right with the thumb. Open the ring finger out through the left and continuing at the pace of your breath. Every exhale is going to be through the different nostril, through the other nostril. Now, there's going to be a few points to focus on as you practice Nadi Shona. So for 1, it's going to be a smooth breath. For 2, it's going to be a symmetrical breath. So each inhale and each exhale is equal in length and equal in focus and depth. For 3, you're going to try and make the breath as effortless as possible. And a sign of an effortless breath is a silent breath. So a nice, smooth, silent breath, almost like you're breathing in a mist. You know, if you think about being outside on a really foggy day, that smoothness that comes in with the breath, that's how you want to feel right now. Now, if you're congested, if it's spring, if you're getting allergies, if you're getting sick, you can put the hand down and just visualize the breath. You'll be getting the same benefit. And in terms of the benefits, this is a very balancing technique. So it balances the left and the right hemisphere of the brain, the active and the passive side, the go-getting and the nurturing side. It's very good for cleaning our nadis, our energetic channels. And it's a very calming, grounding pose. So it calms you down, it grounds you down, but it doesn't put you into a lethargic state or a sleepy state. So it's a nice active restoration, we could put it that way. Repeating here for about 30 more seconds or so, 3, 4, 5 more breaths. I'll be silent so you can enjoy it. Next time you inhale through your right nostril, release your right hand back down. Keep the eyes closed. We're going to do a very simple breath-based meditation here. So after focusing on the breath through Nayashona, keep the focus on it. Notice the qualities of the breath. Is the breath smooth? Is the breath silent? Is there a sound to the breath? A jerkiness to the breath? Where does the breath originate? When you start to draw in the air, how far away from the nostrils themselves can you feel that sucking in motion from? As you exhale, from where do you feel that exchange of oxygen, exchange of carbon dioxide happening? With the exhales, where do you feel your blood vessels expanding or contracting? Where do you feel your energy flowing? As you inhale, where does that nurturing, where does that nourishment go through the body? Can you start to feel as if you're breathing not only through your lungs and through your nose in this very small area, but as if you were breathing in from about a foot around you throughout your entire body. And when you exhale from your fingertips, from your toe tips, from the crown of your head, out into the world around you. And just be hyper aware of the breath here. If at any point you lose that awareness, just gently bring it back. We're going to close off class in just a moment here, and feel free to continue on breathing this way for maybe 2-3 minutes, maybe in time building it up to 5-7 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes. It's a great simple meditation you could do in the beginning, in the beginning of the day and the end of the day. And I wish you a terrific rest of the day if it's the morning, or a terrific sleep if it's the evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.